My name is Angel Munoz and I'm with the IRI, part of the Earth Institute at Columbia University. In this video, I will explain how to download subseasonal to seasonal data in different formats using the data library. First, let's write an in-grid code to select the data we want to use. Probably some of you have been following the previous videos, so for the sake of consistency, I will use here the ECMWF model, the April 16th, 2018 initialization, and week 3 as a target. Let's go to the IRI DL. We can go directly to the coding, in-grid coding interface if we write expert at the end. Now let's load our ECMWF total precipitation dataset just like this. Sources, ECMWF, the S2S database. Then we want the ECMF model, and we want the forecast. And we want the perturbed members and total precipitation sources and so on. Okay, let's check that everything is all right. Now we want the initialization, that's the time in UTC. We want April 16, 2018. We want a week 3, so L 14 to 21 values. We want the differences, L differences, and we write now the range of years for our reforecast. In the case of the ECMWF, we write 1998, 2017. We're starting in 2018, so this ends in 2017, and this gives us the 20 years. So we want that range. We want the average on all the members, and then we send a copy of the entire dataset to the stack of the data library, and we compute the average on all the years. Average. We subtract the climatology, and we then get the anomalies. If you want to have this in the final data set in millimeters, we do what we did before. We just define water density. We define a constant that is the water density, kilograms, cubic meters. Okay, so this is our constant. This is the start of our definition of that constant, the end. We divide by that constant, and then we convert the units to millimeter. Convert. Very good. So before, what we did is in previous video we just went to the Views tab, but here we want to download data, so it makes sense just to go to the Data Files tab. Okay, so if you haven't signed the S2S project data agreement yet, this is a good moment to do that, as you won't be able to download data without that signature. Formally, this interface appears when you go to the Data Files tab and you are working with the S2S database. You can select the social option and use a social media account of yours to verify your identity and get access. If you already signed the data agreement, just log in using that same interface and you will be able to see a wide variety of formats. I'm going to do that briefly. So here you will be able to select yours. I'm not going to do that because I have my own local IRI login, but in your case it's going to be social. So as I did sign that agreement, I can see now this list of different formats in which I can download my data set. As an example, let's select NetCDF. We can do this one in this section called Other Available File Formats. but you will be able to see things like we have formats for CPT, we have GRADS, we have MCL, we even have GIS compatible formats. There are a wide range of formats that you can download. So basically, if I do this, I can download the data in that CDF format, and it's already downloaded. I'm gonna pause that one. Okay. Then we can also do actually something else if you don't want particular NetCDF, but something, I don't know, like a GIF version of your figure. You can just add the following at the end of our code. You can say X, Y. We're gonna start as a figure. We're gonna code how we want the figure to be shown. We're gonna say that we want colors. We want finish, solid, coasts. We're gonna use that data set for the coast. Let me check figure colors, finish, solid, coasts, gas. Okay, and let's say that we really want the entire planet. So plot range and X we're all gonna say 180 plot range, and that's it. Now we're gonna be able to see a figure on the right. There you go. So this way I don't need to go to the views tab. I already have the code on my left, and I can add, modifications if I want it. And then once I have my cursor on the figure, I can see this series of additional icons. And if I go to this one, I can download that same figure in, for example, PDF. That is a different way, maybe not exactly, we're not downloading the entire data set, but just the figure, but that is also a common approach to download the data set, or at least the figure in different formats. So a different format that might be also of interest is doing it, downloading the format for Google Earth, which is this one, the KML. And then once it's there, you can visualize it using the Google Earth app for sure. Well, in my case, it's loading. Okay, no problem. As you can see, it's still loading, but it's gonna put it there. Okay, and then you can just play with it and navigate and zoom in or zoom out. Anyway, very good. So that's it for now. Any questions, send us an email to help@iri.columbia.edu, and remember that there are other short videos available if you want to keep practicing how to use the IRI Data Library for your S2S experiments. Thank you very much.